Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And up in today's episode, we've got two home matches against Tottenham in the league and Real Sociedad in the Europa League. So the good news is, we come into the episode still in great form. We are still sitting top of the league, and if we win the first game at home to Tottenham, we will stretch our lead to 6 points at the top again, which is absolutely fantastic. So unfortunately, the unbeaten run is now over. We went 24 matches unbeaten, which is a new team record in all competitions. So that was absolutely fantastic. We actually just lost our first game of the season just before this episode here. And it wasn't nice. We'll go into that in more detail in a second, but we are no longer unbeaten, although that game we did just lose. We had Manu Kone sent off after 45 seconds. So if he didn't get sent off after 45 seconds, we maybe still be talking about an unbeaten record as of now. But no worries about that. We're still on a great run of form. We're still top of the league. And if we beat Tottenham at home, which I'm expecting us to do, to be honest, then we will stretch our lead to 6 points clear at the top with only 16 games played. So as I said, things have been going really well since that last episode. We started off with a 3-0 home win against Burnley in the Carabao Cup fourth round. Kone on the score sheet and Guiri with a brace in that game. And that sets up a quarter-final game at home to Sheffield United. We lost at this stage last season at home to Fulham, so I'm hoping not for a repeat of that. And if we get through Sheffield United, we can really start thinking about winning that competition as well. If you look at the teams left in it, well, we got Wolves left in it still, you got Liverpool, and you got Man City or Newcastle as well. So if we do get through to the semi-final, we'd expect to face one of the big boys here, either Wolves, Liverpool, Man City or Newcastle. So it'll be a very, very tricky tie, that is for sure. But the first thing is we've got to get there. We've got to beat Sheffield United at home and get through to the Carabao Cup semi-final. After that win against Burnley, another great win after that. We put 4 past Man United and we beat them 4-2, which was very nice. Got 2 goals very early on in this game in the first 16 minutes. Goals from Maka and Koric. It went 2-1 in the game through Sesko. Koric made it 3-1 though, then 4-1. And they got a late goal back to make it 4-2. But that was a fantastic win there at home to Man United. After that, we played Trabzonspor at home in the Europa League. Beat them 3-0 very comfortably. After that was a disappointing draw, it has to be said, away to Leeds. Before that Leeds game, we'd won the last 13 games in a row. So, it was a little bit of a shock drawing this game away to Leeds. And the biggest disappointment was we went 1-0 up in the game through the 4th minute through Bruno. Should have added a second goal in the game, maybe even a third. Unfortunately, we did not, and we got punished late on. Joe Bellingham, obviously Jude's younger brother, got the equaliser in the 92nd minute. That was kind of devastating, but we got over it. And the next game, we played West Ham at home, beat them 3-0 very comfortably. Goals from Acosta, Koric and Andre. After that, we played Sparta Prague at home, beat them 5-1 very comfortably. Guiri with a hat-trick in that game. And after that, we played Nottingham Forest away. This was a tricky game. Forest were having a great season up to this point. They were sitting third in the league, I believe. We won this game 4-2, which was very nice. Koric got a penalty. He scored that in the 28th minute. After that, though, they equalised through Ekitike, which is probably the best goal I've ever seen on FootballManager. An overhead kick in the box. It was quite astounding, to be honest. But we didn't let that affect us. And just 5 minutes later, Acosta made it 2-1. Then Gula made it 3-1. They got a goal back to make it 3-2 in the second half. But then Arda Gula again made it 4-2 for us. So that was a fantastic win there. So that was the great period for us. 24 matches unbeaten. Stretching from last season. We were unbeaten in the last 3 games of last season. And the first 21 games of this season. Then unfortunately we met Liverpool. But the more unfortunate thing was Manu Kone decided to get himself sent off after 45 seconds. 45 seconds it took for Kone to lunge in from behind with 2 feet like a maniac. And it was always going to be a tricky game after that point. As I said, if Kone didn't get sent off after 45 seconds, I'd back us to win that game, to be honest. Obviously, it's been a terrific start to the season, away from home as well, especially. So I had full confidence in this game. But as soon as that happened, literally when I pressed play, it happened. I wasn't very confident anymore, and they won the game 3-0, unfortunately for us. So, we could be talking about 25 games unbeaten right now, but unfortunately, these things do happen sometimes. I don't understand our record with players getting straight red cards the last couple of seasons, seeing as I don't play with get stuck in mentality, but it seems to be happening more and more frequently, unfortunately. But anyway, got to move past that. We're at home to Tottenham first of all, and I think our record against Tottenham is quite good. Yeah, it is good. We only lost once to Tottenham in the entire series, which is, yeah, I didn't know it was that good. We're also unbeaten against them in the last 4 home games, and we're unbeaten in total in the last 8 games. So I have confidence about this Tottenham at home game. As I said numerous times, Tottenham are not such a big club in this simulation video. I mean, they're still a rich club, and they've still got a high players on very high wages. But in terms of their performances in the league, they've been pretty terrible the last 5 years, to tell you the truth. So I'm expecting a comfortable win in that game. And after that, we face Real Sociedad at home in the Europa League. Probably our hardest game in the Europa League, league phase in total, to be honest. Obviously, a bit away to Sporting Lisbon, away to Dynamo Kiev, teams like that. But home to Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad are a big team, of course. So we're expecting a tricky one there, but I still expect the win, to be honest. In the Europa League, we're sitting top of that as well, with 5 wins out of 5 and a plus 23 goal difference. So, despite losing away to Liverpool 3-0 under difficult circumstances, I still am very confident about the season. I'm hoping we'll start off with a win here at home to Tottenham, and then we'll go 6 points clear at the top again. In terms of the team sheet for this Tottenham game, we've got Lopez in goal, De Jong right back, Chino left back, El Idrissi and Vafali centre backs, and we've got Iliev, Moreno and Acosta in midfield, Bruno on the right wing, Edson on the left wing and Koric up front. So unfortunately, we've got 2 players suspended for this first game here today. Neo Maka is suspended due to collecting too many yellow cards. He's collected 5 in total, so he's got a 1-match ban. He's been a great signing, he really has, Maka. He really has made a difference to our defence. And obviously, Kone just got a straight red card against Liverpool there, so he's probably going to get a 3-match ban in total. They always seem to get a 3-match ban, so yeah, disappointing to lose these 2 for the first game here, but still got a good team out. Chino, giving him a bit more game time recently, and Akuya's been a little bit under par recently, with a 6.72 in the last 5 games. And Chino, he's starting to impress me, and he's developed really nicely in the last 3 months. He's really looking like a much better player in the last 3 months. So giving him some game time here today, Chino, and in the last few games as well. Other than that, a little bit of other news as well. Bruno has picked up a slight injury, unfortunately. He was out for about a week or 2, but he's now back into the first team. But saying that, it's not like Gula has done badly since he's been missing. So we are quite blessed in the forward line as it stands. It should be said, though, that the forward line has not been as amazing as the start of the season, but still doing pretty well, it has to be said. Koric has got 17 goals already this season, 13 of those in the league in 15 games. But if anything, it's worse than last season because he had a goal every game last season, 32 and 32. So he's a bit under his record from last season, but obviously it's still amazing. 13 and 15 and 17 goals in 18 appearances in total is very, very nice, of course. Edson is still doing great. He's got 3 goals, but he's got many assists. He's got 12 assists, Edson, 11 of them in the league. 11 assists in 15 games. I thought he had a great season last season with 16 assists in the league, but he's only 5 away from matching that record already. So who would have thought Edson would be such an assist maestro? Obviously, he's a great player, but his vision is not the best. It's obviously good, but I wasn't expecting him to be such an assist maestro. I expected him to score more goals and get less assists, to be honest. But anyway, what am I complaining for? If he gets this many assists, happy days. He's doing really well. Bruno as well, of course. He's had a fantastic season. Picked up an injury in the last couple of weeks, but he's still got 11 goals and 8 assists in just 15 games this season. So he's been fantastic as well. So has Acosta. So has most of the team, to be honest. We're missing Maka and Kone for today's game. But Tottenham at home, I'm expecting a win here. Before we get started with this first game, guys, please remember that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. It's really important for the video success. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. Only 4 more to go until 1,000 subs. You can help me get over that line. It'll be much appreciated. So let's get started at home to Tottenham. As I said, I'm very confident about this game. We lost to Liverpool 3-0, but you all saw what happened. Kone getting sent off after 45 seconds. There's not much you can do there. So the form is still incredible. We're a much better team than Tottenham these days. So I expect a win here. No fart arsing around. I expect a win. Anyway, first highlight of the game is out to Bruno. Cross it in. Koric is there. Just 10 minutes into the game, we've already scored. Koric with the goal. Bruno with the assist. I feel like I've said that numerous times already this season, to be honest. Bruno is back, just 10 minutes back from injury, and he's already got an assist in the game. He has been outstanding this season. Unbelievable. If it continues for the entire season, we could be talking about a Ballon d'Or winner right here. He's been that good. Obviously, I'm not expecting it to be this prolific throughout the entire season, but if he does, the Ballon d'Or could be coming. Anyway, here he is again, Bruno. Not his best effort there, Bruno. Almost an amazing goal, but Couldn't keep it down, unfortunately. But anyway, he's got an assist already in today's game. We are well on top in these early stages. Here's Vafali with the ball, starting in place of Maka here today. Now here's Iliev, out to Bruno again. He's looking for Koric again. He finds Koric. Koric finds Acosta. Oh, no. Should be 2-0, but Acosta hits it just wide of the post. I thought that was going in, to be honest. But anyway, these early signs are very promising. Very, very promising. Still only 1-0, though. I wouldn't say we've got pure domination in the game, but we're definitely the better team in the match so far. Tottenham yet to have a shot in the game. It's got a bit quiet here, though. Only 5 minutes to go to half-time. Only 1-0. Be nice to get a second goal, but doesn't look like it's happening in the first half, does it? Anyway, let's not complain. We're dominating the game. Yeah, yet to have a shot in the match, but I just really hope that second goal comes around quickly. We got punished against Leeds. Couldn't get the second goal, and they equalised in the 92nd minute. I'm hoping not for a repeat of that here against Tottenham. Well, it's been a long time without a highlight now. 10 minutes into the second half, still nothing yet to be seen. Gone a little bit quiet this game. We're not really creating too many opportunities. I think it's time for a couple of changes, to be honest. The midfield is very tired, Iliev and Moreno. Problem is, though, I haven't really got anyone who can play there right now. Gonzalez, he hasn't really fully trained in his new position yet, which is a little bit disappointing, seeing as he's very versatile. And Iliev picked up very quickly, but hey-ho, what can you do? Who can I take off then? Edson's not having a great game, and he's tired, so let's take Edson off. Let's bring on that main man, Gula. Let's put Bruno on the left-hand side. And you know what? Acosta hasn't been great here today either, so I'll take him off. No, you know what? De Jong on the yellow card. Let's get him off. Let's bring on Andy Booth. Andy Booth is an unhappy man. He wants to start more games. I've told him that he should accept being a squad player these days, but he's not ready to accept that, so he's throwing his toys out the pram a little bit, Booth. I'm reluctant to see him leave, though, because he's one of the homegrown players at the club, so I want to resurrect that situation. But at the moment, he's not very happy. Anyway, here's Iliev with the ball. Back to Vafali. He's doing quite well this season, Vafali. Quite well. I'm happy with him. I trust him more this season. Anyway, Bruno's through on goal. Is he offside, though? He might be offside. He's put it in the back anyway. If it's a goal, then Koric has repaid the favour to Bruno by getting the assist. But I think that's offside, to be honest. It looked offside. It's not offside, though. Gets in there. That is the second goal we needed. Bruno with the goal. He's back from injury. He's got a goal and assist in today's game. Koric with a goal and assist as well. Yeah, it looked like the right side centre-back was playing him onside there. And Bruno, with the form he's in, he just tapped it in with ease there. Anyway, still not game over yet, though. 27 minutes to go. I'd love a third goal now. Here's Booth with the ball to Gula. Gula giving the ball away. Not like him. Definitely not like him. Anyway, here's Maramon for Tottenham to Porto. Booth wins the ball out quite comfortably, though. And he passes back to Lopez. I was just offered a new contract to, by the way, Lopez. Get him as a first-choice goalkeeper. And increasing his wage quite a lot as well. Anyway, Koric is through it. Oh, my word. What a goal. Gula with the assist. What a headed goal from Koric that is. Here's me moaning a little bit about his goal-scoring record. It's now 15 and 16 right now. Wow. And he's got an assist today's game as well. Look at that. What a headed goal. Question marks over the keeper, but what a goal from Koric. Was that outside of the box? It was. Van Persie-esque, isn't it? Van Persie from the World Cup for the Netherlands. And Koric is doing a similar thing there. Maybe he didn't do quite the Flying Dutchman that Van Persie did, but it was great nonetheless. Anyway, his midfield is absolutely knackered. You know what? Iliev can come off, and we'll bring on Gonzalez. You know what? We're 3-0 up in the game. Let's risk it. Let's risk it a little bit. Let's risk it. Put Gonzalez as the ball midfielder. We put Paul as the Segondo Volante on attack as well. Not the best midfields, it has to be said, but we've got to risk it now. 3-0 up in the game. They are absolutely shattered, and we've got a big game coming up against Real Sociedad. 15 minutes to go. It'd be nice to keep another clean sheet again as well. Although now I say that, Tottenham have a free kick opportunity here. Okay. Slightly worried now. Slightly worried. I don't know what Lopez is doing there. He's not really made too many mistakes this season, if any. But yeah, he's been caught way out of position there. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. He should be staying on his line, and that's been dealt with, isn't it? But anyway, let's not worry too much. We're still leading the game 3-1. And with 3 minutes to go, it looks like we won the game. Let's not celebrate too early, though. Couple minutes of added time. Yeah, it looks like we won the game. That's it. Get in. Nice win, that. Nice win. Shame we couldn't keep the clean sheet in the end there, but obviously that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is the win at the end of the day. And Bruno is back from injury with a goal and assist. Koric with 2 goals and 1 assist as well. And Gula with an assist off the bench. So, yeah, not our greatest win of the season, but let's not complain about anything. It's another win, a 3-1 win at home to Tottenham, and now we're 6 points clear at the top. Wow, that league table is making for good viewing right now, isn't it? For me anyway, it's making for great viewing. And when is the time that we can start talking about winning the league this season? Can we win the league? Look at the state of Arsenal, by the way, down in 9th place, 14 points below us. Man City are second with 6 points below us. They've got Man United and Liverpool 7 points below us. And look at our goal difference as well. So we could be on for a very, very special season here. A very special season. The way we ended last season, I wasn't optimistic. But to be honest, when I brought in my 2 players, especially Gula and Maka, my optimism went a little bit through the roof. I knew we strengthened the team and wasn't expecting it to go quite this well, but I thought we could be in a serious top 4 race this season again and get over the line. Well, we don't get top 4 from this point, then I'll be absolutely devastated. Although it's very early days, the way we started the season, it'd be one hell of a drop-off if we managed to finish outside the top 4. We're probably still not favourites for the league title since there's 22 games left to go. But the longer we stay top, the bigger chance we have of winning the league, of course. So hopefully it continues for a long time to come. We just lost to Liverpool 3-0. You know, what would have happened if Cody didn't get sent off after 45 seconds? We could be 9 points clear at the top right now. But anyway, let's not get into that. We're 6 points clear at the top, 16 games in. What a fantastic start to the season. Also in the Europa League, we have a 100% record, 5 wins out of 5. We've got a big test coming up though, at home to Real Sociedad. Can we make it 6 out of 6? We'll find out in a sec. Okay, here we are. It's time for the second game of the episode at home to Real Sociedad. We're sitting currently top of the league phase, joint top with West Ham, I think actually. Yeah, us and West Ham are the only teams who have won all their games. West Ham are doing quite well as well, to be fair. They've won 3 away games. They've also beat Atletico Madrid at home as well, so they're doing really well. But look at our goal difference, plus 23. Real Sociedad is sitting 7th in the league phase as it stands with 1 defeat, losing away to Napoli 4-2. So they're clearly a good team, but I'm expecting a win here today as well, even though I've rested quite a few players for today's match. Anyway, a little bit of news on the financial front. Well, in terms of the FFP, the board, I think they made extra 33.5 million to help with the club's running costs, and now we're back in the green for both the Premier League and the Europa League FFP, which is great for now. But also, unfortunately, they reduced the wage budget. I only just noticed this just now, to be honest, because my mind was a little bit on Lopez more than the wage budget, and it seems like the next message after the potential issue with Lopez was that they've reduced the wage budget. I must have not seen that in my at my time, because otherwise I never would have offered Lopez a new contract. So we're 52k over the wage budget, sorry. And Lopez is about to agree to his new contract. The work permit decision is waiting for that. It's going to happen very quickly. So, yeah, we could be 80, 90k over the wage budget after that, which is clearly not good. One piece of news I forgot to mention though as well is Pellegrini is leaving us in January. He handed in a transfer request. He's had enough. He wants to play games. He's going back to Italy. He's going to Cittadella on the 2nd of January, and he's going for 2.5 million. He's on 37.5k a week as well, so I'm not sure if that will completely get us under the wage budget, but of course it will take us very close, so we might have to sell another player after that to get us back under the wage budget again. So it looks like it's definitely not going to be any additions in January. Just might need to sell one more player, but I'm hoping this might be enough. Obviously the 37.5k and turning the 2.5 million into wages to get us under the wage budget, but to be honest, don't think it will be, so we may have to sell another player, so that is kind of disappointing. But anyway, enough talk of Pellegrini. Let's get to this game then at home to Real Sociedad. In terms of the team sheet, well, I've rotated the team quite a lot for this game because we've got a big game coming up in 3 days' time away to Leicester, so I feel like that's a more important game for us away to Leicester. Home to Real Sociedad here. Even if we lost this game with a weakened team, obviously I'll take the next 2 games very seriously, and I'm 100% sure we'll qualify for the round of 16 of the Europa League. So I have no fears. Also, I've not rotated the team completely. I'm still respecting Real Sociedad, but I have brought in some players. The back 4 are completely changed, apart from Fafali actually. And Acquia comes in for Chino at left back. Booth comes in for De Jong at right back, and Adelson comes in for El Idrissi at centre back. Fafali remains in there to keep Maka fresh for the Leicester game as well. Koné comes back into the team to replace Iliev. Moreno stays in here though. Gula comes in on the right wing to replace Koric effectively because Bruno has gone to the striker position. Rocha comes in for Edson, and Andre comes in for Acosta. So yeah, as I said, we've rotated the team, but I've still kept a lot of the big hitters in there. Gula starting, Bruno, Moreno as well, you know, got a good defence despite him being completely rotated. Lopez is in goal. So I've rotated some players, some key players, giving them a bit of a rest for today's game. But the team is still good enough to beat Real Sociedad. Will we do it though? Let's find out. Alright, here we go. At home to Real Sociedad, or Real San Sebastian, as they like to be called in Football Manager. Anyway, 3 minutes in, we're a highlight already. I'm hoping it's not going to be an early lead for them. Here's Pieri with the ball. My word, what sort of strike was that? That was very bizarre, wasn't it? What on earth was that? Well, not a very promising start from us, is it? Bruno leading the line here today. Let's see what he can do. Bruno is very quick. He's also got 19 finishing as well, and he's decent in the air. So I thought about starting Gula up front, but the complete package as a striker, Bruno is better in my opinion. So he starts up front today. Anyway, 25 minutes in, not much is happening here, is it? Not much is happening. It's a very even game so far. We're on the highlight here, 30 minutes in. Delson wins the header, but it comes down to Volpato. There is Foller. Yet to see a chance for us, but Gula has the ball now and he can make things happen. So can Bruno. Oh my word, Rocha's through on goal. Rocha! Get in. Get in there. He was a last minute addition to the first 11 here today. Edson wasn't tired, so I thought about starting Edson, but I decided, you know what, let's give Rocha a go. And he's repaid my faith here. He's got the goal. A little bit of a defensive mishap there. The defender should have got it really. Norton Cuffy. I'm pretty sure he's English. Does he play for Arsenal in real life? Rocha showed great composure there as well. And he slotted it into the back of the net. Also, a bit of news about the league. Obviously, it's been an amazing start to the season. Edson's the leading assist maker with 11 in the league. Then Bruno is second with 8 assists. And the next best has got 5 assists. So we've got 2 really, really great assist makers at the club currently in Bruno and Edson. And also, they score goals as well. So absolutely fantastic. Koric still can't get past Haaland though as the top goal scorer. Haaland is still a freak in this universe. He's still better than ever. Anyway, we're talking about Bruno. He's won the ball back here. He's through on goal. Oh my word, Bruno. What an effort that was from Bruno. But unfortunately for us, it was about 6 inches too high and it's hit the bar. But what a player he's turned out to be. Out of nowhere. You know what? He's turned that good this season that he's actually in the media Dream 11 now. And apparently, according to the media, he's our best player at the club. That is a difference has been made from Bruno from the end of last season to the start of this season. It's quite astonishing, really. Quite astonishing. Rocha wasting the chance there. But yeah, Bruno wasn't even in my first 11 at the start of the season. Gula was. But anyway, he starts many of games. He crosses it in. Adelson there. He's hit the bar as well. We've hit the bar a couple of times now. Since we scored that first goal, it's been all us. It's been one-way traffic here. Could still get a second goal. Oh my word. Bruno, how's he not scored in this game yet? Wow. How is it still 1-0? We're dominating Real Sociedad here towards the end of the first half. Gula with another corner. Crosses it in. It's cleared though, unfortunately. Now here's Volpato. He's in a very weird run there. Very bizarre run. Still on the highlight here. Very long highlight, but it's finally over. Well, at half time it's only 1-0, but after the halfway point of the first half, it's been all us. We've been dominating the game. Since we scored, we are absolutely smashing Real Sociedad here. But we need a second goal. Similar to the last game there, we was doing really well. We were the better team in the game, but we needed a second goal. And the second goal did come in the second half, and we got a third goal, of course, as well. Anyway, 2 minutes into the second half, we're on the highlight. Here's Rocha with the ball. He passes it back to Verfalli. Now here's Kone. Got a yellow card in this game as well. Not a straight red, though. Here's Gula. Come on, got to be 2-0 here, surely. What's he doing there, Gula? Come on, mate. Should be cutting that back, really, shouldn't he? Should be cutting that back, not being so greedy there. Should be 2-0 right now. What a performance, though. What a performance again. We've got another Premier League team in the Europa League with us as well, by the way. And that is Wolves. They're struggling down in 14th place as it stands right now. So us, West Ham and Wolves in the Europa League. Well, Gula's not having a great game. He's either 6.4 there. So let's take him off. You know what? Let's bring on Koric. Put Bruno back on the right-hand side. Moreno is tired as well. So I think we'll take him off. And I think we'll bring on... You know, I'll bring on Maka for Moreno. Maka can play as a DM, which is nice. And of course, he's fully fit. Was out for the last game. Didn't start this game either. Oh my word. Okay. Well, it's been one-way traffic in this game since about the 20-minute mark. But out of nowhere, Sociedad have got a goal back through a corner. A little bit of a calamitous... Was it defensive or was it goal? Yeah, Lopez. He's still a young keeper, Lopez. He's been fantastic this season so far. Absolutely fantastic. But that was a mistake from him again. So that is disappointing. 1-1 in the game now. Need to get a second goal here. Get the win. Keep our 100% record up. Andre's got a yellow card. He's not playing particularly very well either. So Acosta can come on for him. And we can make another change here as well. You know what? Kone can come off as well. And we'll bring on Iliev for him. 20 minutes to go. Can we get the win in this game? We've been dominant in this game, but unfortunately Lopez with a mistake there. Oh my word, we're not going to lose the game now, surely not. Heads it over the bar, but second half hasn't been great, let's be said. Sociedad with a lot of the momentum now. Need to start waking up here. But it could be too late now. 5 minutes to go. Your points dropped. Got 4 minutes added time, but it looks like it's over. Well, that was a disappointing end to the game, but all in all, can't complain too much. We're still unbeaten in the Europa League, and it still looks highly likely we'll qualify for the round of 16. But yeah, towards the end of the game, wasn't too great. Sociedad was getting a lot more chances towards the end of the game, so not our greatest of performances, not our finest of moments, but really, looking at the match stats here, we should have won the game. It looks like a very open game, by the way, doesn't it? A very, very open game. Looks like it should be a much more bigger scoreline than 1-1, but unfortunately, we couldn't get the second goal, and his points dropped. But I won't dwell on that for too much longer. We're still top of the round of still top of the league phase, should I say? So not much harm has been done with that draw there. Obviously, it's nice to win the game, but we still remain top of the league phase. Only us and Napoli with 16 points in the league phase, so that is very nice still. Yeah, not a great way to end the episode there, but all in all, it's still a great run of form, of course, and still we've got the most important result of the episode out the way, beating Tottenham 3-1 at home. And even though we dropped points there, we're still top of the league phase, so that is great. Anyway, guys, in terms of the next episode, I think I'm going to bring you back for the last game of the league phase, away to Besiktas, and also away to Arsenal just 3 days later. Arsenal have been very poor this season so far, down in 9th place, so that will be a winnable game, although we've never beaten Arsenal away from home. In terms of the games we've got coming up, well, of course, we've got Leicester away in a couple of days. We've got Sheffield United at home in the Carabao Cup quarter-final as well. Fulham at home. Then we've got Wolves back-to-back in the league, which is very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Wolves on the 20th of December at home, and then Wolves away on Boxing Day, just 6 days later. Yeah, very, very strange, but gets the Wolves games out of the way, I guess. We lost this game last season at home to Wolves, so hoping for revenge there. Norwich at home as well. We've got Palace away. Crystal Palace, by the way, they've played 16 games so far this season in the league. They've lost all 16. So, yeah, they're pretty terrible. Hoping for a win there. Away to Plymouth in the FA Cup third round. We've got QPR at home. Sheffield United away as well. CSK Sofia in the Europa League phase. So you look at this, the next fixtures we've got coming up. No big boys coming up in the next fixtures. So, can we even stretch our lead at the top in the league? And also, will we be through to the Carabao Cup semi-final? Hopefully we will be. Hopefully we'll go through the FA Cup as well. And hopefully we're already qualified for the Europa League round of 16. But yeah, in terms of the next episode, guys, away to Besiktas and away to Arsenal. It's been an incredible start to the season. Long may it continue. That's the end of the video, guys. Please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. Only 4 more to go to 1,000 subscribers. If you could help me out, it would be much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.